Shalom, Kal Halayim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you, Akim, out there laboring and rightly dividing the word of truth. And this lesson, I'm pretty much going to be land backing pretty much off of, the apostles' rebuke and other Akim's rebuke towards Shakia concerning Yahawashi being solid. Pretty much I'm pretty much going to be, straightforward and, just getting into a few precepts concerning Yahawashi as far as the incarnation of him being Solomon, as well as Isaac, um, Melchizedek, and Adam as well. This is 1 Corinthians 2 and 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. Right, so one that is carnal minded, pretty much cannot receive things of the spirit because, to pretty much be able to receive the mysteries, one has to be spiritually minded through receiving the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi to be able to receive the mysteries of the things written. Okay. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. For who hath known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Hamashiach. All right. So this is John 1 and 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Most High, and the Word was the Most High. And so pretty much the Word in this instance is pretty much parabolic, because Yahawashi represents the Word made flesh. Okay. As a matter of fact, in John, it denotes the essential word of the Most High, Yahawashi Mashiach, the personal wisdom and power and union with the Most High, his minister in creation and government of the universe, the cause of all the world's life, both physical and ethical, which for the procurement of man's salvation put on human nature in the person of Yahawashi, the Messiah. Pretty much that salvation is pertaining to the nation of Israel, not salvation for all of mankind, because, of course, the Edomite scholars that put this together, they like to toss bullshit here and there and things of that nature. So it says the second person in the Godhead and shown forth conspicuously from his words and deeds. Okay. So the Most High created Yahawashi at the beginning, who was the manifested word of the Most High, because everything that prophets and the law had taught and spoke of Yahawashi fulfilled, which he's also about to fulfill the thing that is spoken of him for his everlasting kingdom when he returns as well. So the point to know is that Yahawashi was already established from the beginning, from the foundation of the world. It says, the same was in the beginning with the Most High. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. Okay. This is Hebrews chapter 1, starting at 1. Yahweh, who at sundry times and in divers manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets, hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds. So that's another point proving that Yahawashi, was established at the beginning. And it was through Yahawashi that the heavens and the earths were created, who being the brightness of his glory and the express image of his person, and upholding all things by the word of his power, when he had by himself purged our sins, sat down on the right hand of the majesty on high, being made so much better than the angels, as he hath by inheritance obtained a more excellent name than they. For unto which of the angels said he at any time, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee? And again, I will be to him a father, and he shall be to me a son. Now, remember Hebrews 1 and 5, because I'm pretty much going to be referring back to this precept as I get other precepts going through the incarnations of Yahawashi being Solomon as well as Isaac, you know. This is 2 Samuel chapter 7, starting at verse 12. And when thy days, talking about King David, be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build an house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. All right. So who was established after King David? King Solomon was established. All right. So reading further, it says, I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men and with the stripes of the children of men. So going back to the point in Hebrews, the first chapter, he said about King Solomon that I will be to him a father, and he shall be to me a son. You know? All right. This is Hebrews chapter 1, verse 5, one more time. For unto which of the angels said he at any time, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. So, proving that the seed that came of King David, the Most High established King Solomon, and the spirit that was within Solomon was Yahawashi at that time. I'm about to go further into that. This is Matthew chapter 1, starting at verse 1. It says, the book of the generation of Yahawashi Hamashiach, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Okay, let me look at generation real quick. It says, source, origin, a book of one's lineage in which his ancestry or progeny are enumerated. Okay. All right, so we get the point on that. So right here, just plainly is telling you out in the open that, Yahawashi is of the lineage of King David, but he was also the son of King David as well, and also the son of Abraham. Abraham begot Isaac, and Isaac begot Jacob, and Jacob begot Judas or Judah and his brethren. So, I mean, what's one way to expound upon this even further as far as proving that Yahawashi was King Solomon? I'm gonna go back to 2 Samuel real quick. All right. It says, I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men and with the stripes of the children of men. So when you look over the course of King Solomon's lifetime, that being prophecy had come to pass in King Solomon's lifetime, but he died in his old age when he had committed iniquity by um, building altars to false gods onto his wives and concubines. Okay. It says, "But my mercy shall not depart away from him, as I took it from Saul, who I put away before thee." So that's why he ruled all the way up into the end of his full age, you know, till his son Rehoboam was established after him. But it wasn't time for the prophecy of him being chastened with the rods of men to come to pass in his lifetime as Solomon, you know. All right. "And thy house and thy kingdom shall be established forever before thee. Thy throne shall be established forever." Okay. Which the kingdom of heaven, when Yahawashi returns, it is going to be an everlasting kingdom, you know. All right. This is yeah, I'll start here. This is Luke chapter 3 verse 38, which this is going back to the bloodline of Yahawashi, you know. It says, "Which was the son of Enos, which was the son of Seth," Seth being the son that was replaced with Abel after Cain slew him, which was the son of Adam, which was the son of the Most High. And going back to Hebrews, the first chapter, of which of the angels did he say, "Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee"? So Adam was also known as the son of the Most High. So it would stand to reason that one of the incarnations of Yahawashi was Adam. Let's see. This is 1 Corinthians 15, starting at 20. "Now is Hamashiach risen from the dead and become the first fruits of them that slept." So Yahawashi being the first that was raised incorruptible, from the dead, from this corruptible flesh into and incorruptible, because once he was resurrected, he was perfected as well. "For since by man came death, and by man came also the resurrection from the dead. For as in Adam all die, even so in Hamashiach Yahawashi shall all be made alive." So that's spiritual, to those who are able to receive it, that Adam, who fell through that transgression in the garden, you know, that was, pretty much making it a way to where Yahawashi will redeem those that were under the curse of sin and transgression, which brings forth death, through his sacrifice and resurrection, you know. But every man in his own order, Hamashiach the first fruits, afterward they that are Hamashiachs at his coming. All right. So pretty much Yahawashi being the firstborn of the dead, or the firstborn of the resurrection. Those of the hopeful elect who pretty much end up sleeping in Yahawashi, basically dying in the truth or dying in the faith. And also the members of the elect when Yahawashi appears, for our salvation. Okay. So let's go down to verse 45. And it says, and so it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul,